今日可以喺網上收集。今日所有嘅流程咧，都會由中文同埋係英文進行嘅。首先，我哋會有一節嘅指引坐禪，之後我哋會有唱誦同禪師嘅佛法開示。Dear friends, we are very happy to be online, practice with you. And today, all the sessions will be conducted by English and Cantonese. First of all, we will have a session of guided sitting meditation, followed by chanting and Dharma Talk by Sister Zhang Yim. 我哋邀請大家依家可以揾一個安靜嘅地方，我哋可以坐喺蒲團上面，或者係凳上面，只要大家覺得方便就可以。我哋坐嘅時候呢，希望我哋嘅背脊係可以挺直，但係放鬆嘅。如果朋友係選擇坐喺凳上面呢，希望兩隻腳係可以掂到地。如果掂唔到嘅話呢，希望可以有一啲物件啦，例如 cushion 啊，可以晾住隻腳。咁嘅姿勢呢，係比較容易去放鬆嘅。咁我哋檢查一下自己嘅身體係咪可以放鬆啦。我哋嘅頭部、我哋嘅頸部、我哋嘅膊頭同埋腰。喺坐禪嘅期間呢，我哋只係需要跟住我哋嘅呼吸，俾自己一個微笑。眼睛呢，可以係選擇合埋，或者係半開都可以嘅。So dear friends, we would like to invite you to find a quiet place. You can either sit on a cushion or on a chair. Depends on which way is more convenient for you. While sitting, we would like to advise you to sit your back upright, but relax. And if the friends you choose to sit on the chair, it's better for your two legs can touch the ground. If not, you can find a cushion or find something that your 2 feet can rest on. With that position, it's easier for you to relax. During the sitting, please follow your breathing. Relax your body. You can first check whether your head, your neck, your shoulders, your back, is that relaxed? And you can carry a smile on your face. And for the eyes, you can choose either closed or half open. 跟住落嚟呢，呢個指引坐禪係會有2句句子俾大家去跟隨嘅，但係大家千祈唔好用力去記住呢一啲嘅字，我哋只係讓呢一啲句子、呢一啲嘅指引去沉澱喺我哋嘅身體。可能聽呢一啲句子嘅時候，有一啲嘅感覺會產生，我哋只需要去感覺呢一啲感覺就可以㗎喇。喺坐禪嘅期間，可能你會有好多思緒令你游走咗，唔緊要嘅。如果你覺知道嘅話呢，你可以返返去你嘅呼吸，繼續跟隨就可以。呢個指引坐禪呢，大約係20分鐘到啦。So we will read 2 sentences for you to follow, but we don't try to memorize. We don't force ourselves to memorize the words. We just let the words penetrate into our body. If some feelings come up after you hear the sentences, just aware of your feelings. Just feel your feelings. That's already okay. During the sitting, if any thoughts comes up and you forget what you are practicing, doesn't matter. Just follow your breathing and then continue. It's okay. So the session will last about 20 minutes, and we will start first by 3 sounds of the bell.吸氣，我知道呢個係我嘅入息。呼氣，我知道呢個係我嘅出息。入息，出息。Breathing in, I know this is my in-breath. Breathing out, I know this is my out-breath. In-breath, out-breath.吸氣，我跟隨我嘅入息，從頭到尾。呼氣，我跟隨我嘅出息，從頭到尾。跟隨入息，跟隨出息。Breathing in, I follow my in-breath from the beginning to the end. Breathing out, I follow my out-breath from the beginning to the end. Follow in-breath, follow out-breath. 吸氣，我覺察我整個身體；呼氣，我放鬆整個身體。覺察身體，放鬆身體。Breathing in, I aware of my whole body. Breathing out, I relax my whole body. Aware body, relax body.吸氣，我對身體微笑；呼氣，我釋放身體上面緊張嘅感覺。對身體微笑，釋放緊張。Breathing in, I smile to my body. Breathing out, I release the tension in my body. Smiling, release tensions. 吸氣，我感覺喜悅，因為我仍然生存。呼氣，我感覺幸福、喜悅、幸福。Breathing in, I feel joy as I'm still alive. Breathing out, I feel happy. Joy, happy.吸氣，我安住當下；呼氣，我享受當下。安住當下，享受當下。Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I enjoy the present moment. Dwelling in present, enjoying. 各位朋友，呢一節嘅指引坐禪已經結束啦，大家可以按摩下自己嘅身體，或者係將兩隻手擦熱之後，按摩喺我哋嘅眼睛或者係面，都可以感覺一下自己依家身體嘅狀況。Dear friends, the guided sitting meditation is ended, so you're invited to massage your body, or you can warm your palms and then put them on your eyes or on your face, and then you can also feel how your body is feeling now. So thank you for practicing together.跟住落嚟咧，我哋係會唱誦開經偈，之後我哋會聆聽教化病者經，係用中文同埋英文去誦讀嘅。之後我哋有回向，咁回向同埋開經偈咧都係用英文去唱誦。So now we will chant the opening verse. We will listen to the discourse on the teachings to be given to the sick, both in Cantonese and English. After that, we will chant the sharing the merit. So the opening verse and sharing the merit will be in English. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. The Dharma is deep and lovely. We now have a chance to see, study and practice it. We vow to realize its true meaning.《教化病者經》，這是我聽到佛陀說的。那時佛住在舍衛國祇樹給孤獨園。 當時給孤獨長者身患重病，舍利弗尊者得知後，立即去找阿難尊者，說：阿難師弟，我們一起去探望給孤獨長者。阿難尊者答：是，我們一起去。阿難尊者着衣持缽，與舍利弗尊者入舍衛城乞食。舍利弗和阿難尊者依序在每戶人家前停下來，直到給孤獨長者家。他們進去探望長者。舍利弗尊者坐下後，問給孤獨長者：長者的病情怎麼樣？是惡化了，還是好轉了？身體的痛楚慢慢減輕，還是增加了？給孤獨長者回答：尊者，我的病情並沒有好轉，痛楚並沒有減輕，反而是不斷增劇。舍利弗尊者說：長者，現在請你和我們一齊修行，憶念佛、法、僧。我們如此憶念：佛是如來，正等覺，明行足，善逝，世間解，無上士，調御丈夫，天人師，佛世尊。法是佛的教導，是愛和理解之道。佛法甚深微妙，值得尊崇珍重。佛法是無可以比較，係聖賢者嘅修行之道。僧是依循佛的教導修行之團體，上下和順，無有爭執，能成就一切法。僧可尊可貴，能成就戒定慧與解脫，係世間無上福田。長者如此修行念佛、念法、念僧，其功德不可稱量。如此修行，將能滅除過去嘅錯誤所造成嘅障礙與煩惱，獲得如甘露般甜美清涼嘅成果。若善男子與善女人懂得憶念佛、法、僧三寶，將轉生善處，不落三惡道。他們將生於天上、人間，而不墮入地獄、餓鬼、畜生之中。長者，現在我們應如此觀照六根。眼不是我，我不執於這眼；耳不是我，我不執於這耳；鼻不是我，我不執於這鼻；舌不是我，我不執於這舌；身不是我，我不執於這身；意不是我，我不執於這意。然後長者接着應如此觀照六塵。色不是我，我不執於這色；聲不是我，我不執於這聲；香不是我，我不執於這香；味不是我，我不執於這味；觸不是我，我不執於這觸；法不是我，我不執於這法。長者接着應如此觀照六根色。眼色不是我，我不執於這眼色；耳色不是我，我不執於這耳色；鼻色不是我，我不執於這鼻色；舌色不是我，我不執於這舌色； 身色不是我，我不執於這身色；意識不是我，我不執於這意識。長者接着應如此觀照身體中的六大。地大不是我，我不執於地大；水大不是我，我不執於水大；火大不是我，我不執於火大；風大不是我，我不執於風大；空大不是我，我不執於空大；色大不是我，我不執於色大。長者接着應如此觀照五蘊。色蘊不是我，我不被色蘊所限制；受蘊不是我，我不被受蘊所限制；想蘊不是我，我不被想蘊所限制；行蘊不是我，我不被行蘊所限制；識蘊不是我，我不被識蘊所限制。長者接着應如此觀照時間。過去不是我，我不被過去所限制；現在不是我，我不被現在限制；將來不是我，我不被將來所限制。長者，一切法由因緣而生起，由因緣而毀滅。諸法的自性不生亦不滅，不來亦不去。當眼生起時，它們生起，無有來處；當眼壞滅時，它們壞滅，無有去處。眼生起前並非無，眼壞滅前並非有。一切法皆由因緣聚合而成，而因緣具足時，因緣不具足時無。耳、鼻、舌、身、意也是如此。形色、聲音、氣味、滋味、觸碰、意想、所見、所聞、所嗅、所嘗、所觸，意識亦如是。對於六大、五蘊、時間亦如是。五蘊中沒有任何東西可以稱為我、人、壽命。看不到這個事實，就是無明。因無明而有妄行、錯誤嘅衝動；因妄行而有妄識、錯誤嘅分別。因有妄識而分別認識的主體同對象；因有認識嘅主體同對象而分別六根同六塵；因有六根同六塵嘅分別而有接觸；因有接觸而有感受；因有感受而有貪愛；因有貪愛而有執着；因有執着而有生死同愁憂苦惱，循環不已。長者，你已看到一切法由因緣而生，沒有獨立的自性，這名為空行第一之法。修行到此，給孤獨長者悲泣涕零。阿難尊者問長者：長者為什麼哭了？你的修習不成功嗎？你有什麼後悔嗎？給孤獨長者回答：阿難尊者，我沒有什麼後悔，我的修行非常成功。我哭是因為深深感動。多年嚟，我有緣奉事佛，尊敬諸位長老大德，卻從未聽過像舍利弗尊者今日所演說的微妙珍貴教法。阿難尊者對給孤獨長者說： 長者應當知道，比丘和比丘尼常常聽到佛這樣的教法。給孤獨長者說：阿難尊者，請代我轉告佛陀，讓我們居士信眾也有機會聽到如此微妙的教法。有些居士未有能力聽、理解同行持這樣的教法，但也有居士有足夠嘅能力聽、理解同行持這樣的教法。聽到兩位尊者的教導並如實修行，給孤獨長者感到輕鬆自在。舍利弗同阿難尊者告別長者，離去後不久，給孤獨長者過世，往生於33天。Discourse on the teachings to be given to the sick. I heard these words of the Buddha one time when the Lord was staying in the monastery in the Jeta Grove in Anantampitika's park near Savasti. At that time, the householder Anantampitika was seriously sick. When the Venerable Shariputra was told this, he immediately went to Ananda and said, "Brother Ananda, let us go and visit the layman Anantampitika." The Venerable Ananda replied, "Yes, let us go now." The Venerable Ananda put on his robe, took his bow, and went into the town of Savasti with the Venerable Shariputra to make the alms round. Ananda walked behind Shariputra, stopping at every house, until they came to the house of the layman Anantampitika, and they went in and visited him. After he sat down, the Venerable Shariputra asked the layman Anantampitika, "How is your illness? Is it getting better or worse? Is the physical pain easing at all, or is it getting greater?" The householder Anantampitika replied, "Venerable monks, it does not seem to be getting better. The pain is not easing. It is getting greater all the time." Shariputra said, "Friend Anantampitika, now is the time to practice the meditation on the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. The Buddha has gone to suchness, is fully and truly awakened, has perfected understanding and action, has arrived at true happiness, understands the nature of the world, is unequaled in understanding, has conquered the afflictions of human beings, is a teacher of gods and humans, and is the awakened one, the one who liberates the world. The Dharma is the teaching of love and understanding that the Tathagata has expounded. It is deep and lovely, worthy of highest respect, and very precious. It is a teaching that cannot be compared to ordinary teachings. It is a path of practice for the noble ones. The Sangha is the community of practice, guided by the teachings of the awakened one. The community is in harmony, and within it, all aspects of the practice can be realized. The community is respected and precious. It practices the precepts and realizes concentration, insight, and liberation. Offerings made to the Sangha are very beneficial. Friend Anantampitika, if you meditate in this way on the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the beneficial efforts are beyond measure. Meditating in this way, you can destroy the obstacles of wrong deeds and the afflictions. You can harvest a fruit, that is as fresh and sweet as the balm of compassion. A woman or a man practicing an upright way of living, who knows how to meditate on the three jewels, will have no chance of falling into the three lower realms, but will be reborn as a human or a god. Friend Anathapindika, now is the time to practice the meditation on the six sense spaces. These eyes are not me. I am not caught in these eyes. These ears are not me. I am not caught in these ears. This nose is not me. I am not caught in this nose. This tongue is not me. I am not caught in this tongue. This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. This mind is not me. I am not caught in this mind. Now continue your meditation with the six sense objects. These forms are not me. I am not caught in these forms. These sounds are not me. I am not caught in these sounds. These smells are not me. I am not caught in these smells. These tastes are not me. I am not caught in these tastes. These contacts with the body are not me. I am not caught in these contacts with the body. These thoughts are not me. I am not caught in these thoughts. Now continue your meditation on the six sense consciousnesses. Sight is not me. I am not caught in sight. Hearing is not me. I am not caught in hearing. Consciousness based on the nose is not me. I am not caught in the consciousness based on the nose. Consciousness based on the tongue is not me. I am not caught in consciousness based on the tongue. Consciousness based on the body is not me. I am not caught in consciousness based on the body. Consciousness based on the mind is not me. I am not caught in consciousness based on the mind. Now continue your meditation on the six elements. The earth element is not me. I am not caught in earth element. The water element is not me. I am not caught in the water element. The fire element is not me. I am not caught in the fire element. The air element is not me. I am not caught in the air element. The space element is not me. I am not caught in the space element. The consciousness element is not me. I am not caught in the consciousness element. Now continue your meditation on the five aggregates. Form is not me. I am not limited by the form aggregate. Feelings are not me. I am not limited by the feeling aggregate. Perceptions are not me. I am not limited by the perception aggregates. Mental formations are not me. I am not limited by the mental formation aggregate. Consciousness is not me. I am not limited by the consciousness aggregate. Now continue your meditation on the three times. The past is not me. I am not limited by the past. The present is not me. I am not limited by the present. The future is not me. I am not limited by the future. Friend Anathapindika, everything that arises is due to causes and conditions. Everything that is has the nature not to be born and not to die, not to arrive and not to depart. When eyes arise, they arise, but they do not come from anywhere. When eyes cease to be, they cease to be, but they do not go anywhere. Eyes are neither non-existent before they arise, nor are they existent after they arise. Everything that is comes to be because of a combination of causes and conditions. When the causes and conditions are sufficient, eyes are present. When the causes and conditions are not sufficient, eyes are absent. The same is true of ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Form, sound, smell, taste, touch, and thought. Sight, hearing, and the consciousnesses based on the nose, tongue, body, and mind. The 6 elements, and the 5 aggregates, and the 3 times. In the 5 aggregates, there is nothing that we can call I, a person, or a soul. Ignorance is the inability to see this truth. Because there is ignorance, there are mistaken impulses. Because there are mistaken impulses, there is mistaken consciousness. Because there is mistaken consciousness, there is the distinction between the perceiver and the perceived. Because there is the distinction between the perceiver and the perceived, there is the distinction between the 6 organs and the 6 objects of sense. Because there is the distinction between the 6 organs and the 6 objects of sense, there is contact. Because there is contact, there is feeling. Because there is feeling, there is thirst. Because there is thirst, there is grasping. Because there is grasping, there is being. Because there is becoming, there are birth, death, and the subsequent pain and grief. Friend Anathapindika, you have meditated that everything that arises in due to causes and conditions and does not have a separate self. This is called the meditation on emptiness. It is the highest and the most profound meditation. When he had practiced to this point, the layman Anathapindika began to cry. Venerable Ananda asked him, "Friend, why are you crying? Has your meditation not been successful? Do you have some regret?" The layman Anathapindika replied, "Venerable Ananda, I do not regret anything. The meditation has been most successful. I'm crying because I'm so deeply moved. I have been fortunate to have been able to serve the Buddha and his community for many years. Yet, I have never heard a teaching so wonderful and precious as the teaching transmitted by the Venerable Shariputra today." Then the Venerable Ananda said to the layman Anathapindika, "Do you not know, friend, that the Buddha often gives teaching to bhikkhus and bhikshunis?" The layman Anathapindika replied, "Venerable Ananda, please tell the Buddha that there are also laymen with the capacity to listen, understand, and put into practice these deep and wonderful teachings." After hearing Shariputra's instructions and meditating accordingly, Anathapindika felt free and at ease. The Venerable Shariputra and Ananda bade him farewell and went back to the monastery, and Anathapindika passed away and was born in the 33rd heaven. Reciting the sutras, practicing the way of awareness, gives rise to benefit without limit. We vow to share the fruits with all beings. We vow to offer tribute to parents, teachers, friends, numerous beings who give guidance and support along the path.各位朋友，好多謝大家一齊同我哋收集，聽到一本咁有意義嘅經文。我哋跟住落嚟咧，係會有一個少少嘅休息時間嘅。依家係10:56，我哋幾多點返到嚟？5 minutes。我哋可以11:05再返嚟呢度，我哋就會有莊嚴法師同我哋開示。Dear friends, thank you for practicing together and listen to such a precious sutra. So now we will have a 10 minutes break. Please come back at 11:05. Then we will have Dharma Talk by Sister Zhang Yim. Thank you so much. Hello.
Can you hear me?
聽唔聽到？
Can you hear me?
大家聽唔聽到？
Okay. Dear Rajasthay, dear brothers and sisters and dear friends,
敬愛嘅
now
老
we
師，
will begin our section with 3 sounds of the bell.
敬愛嘅老師，各位朋友，親愛嘅僧團，我哋有3聲輕聲開始。
Dear friends, today we have a chance to listen to the sutra on teachings to be given to the sick.
各位朋友，今日
And
我
when
哋
the
聆聽
sisters
咗教
asked
化
me
並者
that,
經，
should we read? Can you hear? Okay. Can I hear from Helen? So easy for me to stop. I don't hear Helen. Okay. Yeah. So the sister asked me that should we read the sutra in one language or two languages, in Cantonese and English? And I told them that it's good to read in two languages, because even they may understand English and Cantonese, but listen 2 times, maybe not enough to understand this sutra.
今朝咧，法師問我咧，我哋應該係用一種語言定係兩種語言，廣東話同埋英文一齊讀咧？咁我就話應該兩個語言，因為即使聆聽咗兩個語言嘅誦讀，我哋都未必明白呢個經文嘅。
And as you see that the last part of this sutra, the layman Anahambika say that, Venerable Ananda, please tell the Buddha that there are also lay people with the capacity to listen, understand, and put into practice these deep and wonderful teachings.
喺呢個經文最後咧，卡阿姑度長者就話啦：阿難尊者，請代我轉告佛陀，讓我哋居士信眾都有機會聽到如此美妙嘅教法。有啲居士未必有能力聽、理解同埋行持咁樣嘅教法，但都有啲居士係有足夠嘅能力去聽、理解同埋行持嘅。
So it means that this sutra is not only for monastic.
意思就係呢個經文唔單止係俾出家眾嘅，
but for everyone who can understand and put into practice.
而係俾所有嘅人，佢哋能夠理解同埋能夠去修持。
And I don't think that I'm monastic, so I have a higher degree of enlightenment than lay people.
我並唔覺得我哋嘅出家眾係比呢啲在家眾領會得更加多嘅。
I see that the seed of enlightenment, awakening, is in every one of us.
我認為覺悟嘅種子咧，每個人都有嘅。
So if it has a chance to be water, it will be sprout.
只要有機會灌溉佢，佢就會發芽㗎啦。
Like the layman Anhambindika in this sutra.
就好似呢個經文中嘅卡姑嘅長者。
And maybe this sutra is not easy for you to understand right away.
可能你即時好難理解呢個經文，
But don't worry.
但唔使擔心嘅。
When you listen, you just listen.
當你聆聽嘅時候，只係聆聽，
And don't try to understand.
唔需要刻意咁樣去理解。
So relax your body, your mind.
放鬆你嘅身心。
And smile to your body and your mind while you listen to this sutra.
聆聽嘅時候，向你嘅心心微笑。
Like the rain, keep falling on the soil.
就好似雨一路落嚟灌溉大地一樣。
So now we will read this sutra again,
我哋而家再重
and I
讀
will
一次，
explain a little bit.
我嘗試解釋下。
Okay. Discourse on the teachings to be given to the sick.
呢個係教化病者經。
So, sick here is not it's not the normal sick like flu or fever or cough.
呢度指嘅病者
Sick here means that the sickness you may not overcome.
呢度講嘅病者唔係話簡單嘅感冒啊、發燒，而係絕症啦，你係未必可以康復嘅。
But to me, when I read this sutra, I see that we need to practice this sutra when we are healthy.
咁我覺得咧，即使我哋係健康嘅，都應該去學習呢個經文。
If we wait until we are dying, seriously sick, to practice this sutra, it will be, I think, too late.
到我哋已經係病床嗰度啦，奄奄一息嘅時候，或者係大病嘅時候，再去學習就可能太遲啦。
And when we are dying, our mind is full of fear, worry, anxiety. So it's not easy to practice.
當我哋係彌留嗰一刻啦，我哋死亡嘅時刻咧，我哋會有好多嘅恐懼，好難再去憶念呢咁樣嘅經文嘅。
So when we healthy, we practice this sutra, and then the moment when that moment comes, we only need someone to remind us, and then we remember to practice.
當我哋健康嗰陣時喺度修持呢部經嘅話咧，喺我哋最後嘅時刻，只要有人提醒我哋，我哋就懂得修持啦。
I think because we don't have much time, so I will go directly to the main point.
因為我哋時間唔係好多，我就直接去到嗰個重點啦。
So in this sutra, we see that the Sariputra invite the Anathambika practice and contemplate on the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha.
喺經文我哋見到舍利弗尊者邀請給孤獨長者咧，去憶念我哋嘅法真嘅。
And after contemplating, meditating on the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha,
憶念法
the
真
layman
之後，
Anathambika can ease his pain.
給孤獨長者就可以減輕佢嘅痛楚。
So why we see that in this sutra, when we read it, we see that it's very scientific.
我哋睇經文，其
Because
實裡面好科學
in the
化
mind
嘅，
of people who are dying,
因為垂死嘅人啦，佢哋嘅心裡面咧，
they are very painful.
佢哋係好痛楚嘅。
So it's very good if there is someone understand that person and water the seed of happiness, joy, peace in that person.
要係嗰個時候有人理解佢， 懂得灌溉佢幸福快樂嘅種子，呢個係好有幫助嘅。
And the Shariputra understands the Anathapindika very well. He knows that when the Anathapindika spend a lot of time to practice the Buddha's teaching and support the Sangha a lot.
舍利弗尊者係好懂得呢個卡古特長者，因為佢一路睇住卡古特長者喺度護持佛法啦，喺度幫助僧團嘅。
And he had a lot of happiness while practicing the Buddha's teaching and support the Sangha and practicing together with the Sangha.
咁都睇到卡古特長者喺度護持法僧嘅時候，係非常嘅開心嘅。
So Shariputra asked him to meditate on the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha is a way to water the seed of happiness, joy in him. So to help him ease his pain.
所以舍利弗尊者邀請卡古特長者去一念法僧呢，就係喚醒佢內在嘅快樂嘅種子。
It is the same when we are with the sick person. It's very good if we able to remind that person the happy time you have with each other.
所以
or the good qualities, good actions that person has done.
所以係有人臨終嘅時候，可以提醒佢以前快樂嘅時光，同埋佢有啲咩好嘅品德嘅話咧，係非常有幫助嘅。
So at that moment, don't recall all the sad memories or the suffering in that person.
喺嗰個時候咧，唔好去喚醒佢以前痛苦嘅時候啦，或者係受苦嘅一啲記憶。
So we only water the seed of happiness in that person.
我哋只係灌溉佢嘅幸福嘅種子。
Or we can practice begin anew with that person. If we see that in the past we have done something, we have said something that make that person unhappy, so at that moment we can say sorry, we can apologize.
要係我哋同呢個臨終嘅人咧，會以前有啲誤解啊，有啲做咗啲嘢令佢唔開心嘅時候咧，呢個時候可以做重新開始，同佢重新嘅和好，講對唔住。
So don't underestimate this practice, because water the seed of joy, happiness, and peace in the person who are sick is very important.
所以冇低估呢個經文嘅作用，因為向臨終者灌溉佢嘅幸福喜悅係非常重要嘅。
And after that, Shariputra invite friend Anathapindika meditate on the 6 sand bases.
跟住咧，舍利弗尊者就邀請卡古特長者咧觀照6根。
These eyes are not me. I'm not caught in these eyes.
眼不是我，我不執於這眼。
These ears are not me. I'm not caught in these ears. This nose is not me. I'm not caught in this nose. This tongue is not me. I'm not caught in this tongue. This body is not me. I'm not caught in this body. This mind is not me. I'm not caught in this mind.
耳不是我，我不執於這耳；鼻不是我，我不執於這鼻； 事不是我，我不執於這事；身不是我，我不執於這身；意不是我，我不執於這意。
Okay, how you understand when you read these sentences?
你讀呢經文嘅時候，你點樣去理解啊？
These eyes are not me, I'm not caught in these eyes. These ears are not me, I'm not caught in these ears.
眼不是我，我不執於這眼；耳不是我，我不執於這耳。
So these sentences doesn't mean that, oh, I'm okay if I don't have eyes or ears or nose.
呢個意思唔係話，嘿，唔緊要，冇眼冇耳都唔緊要，唔係咁嘅意思。
So this body is not me, I'm not caught in this body.
這身體唔係我，
Means
我
that
不是這身體。
we are not only this small body.
意思我哋唔單止係呢個小小嘅身體，
This small body is not all we have.
呢個小小嘅身體唔係我啲全部。
Actually, our body is very big.
其實我哋嘅身體好脆弱嘅。
When we look at the trees out there,
當我哋睇到出面嗰啲樹啦，
we see that we are the trees, we are the forest.
我哋睇到我哋係樹，又係嗰個森林。
Because when we breathe in the oxygen from the trees.
因為我哋吸到嗰啲樹嗰啲氧
And when
氣。
we breathe out the carbon dioxide.
呼氣，我哋呼出二氧化碳。
And the tree breathe in our carbon dioxide.
樹木咧就吸入咗我哋
So
呼
we
出
see
嘅二氧
that
化
we
碳。
are the forest.
所以我哋又睇到我哋其實係森林。
We are not limited in this small body.
我哋唔係受限於呢個小小嘅身體。
And come to very practical thing that relating very much to our daily life. That when I read these sentences, I practice that when I have pain in my ears or I have headache.
咁呢個咧又係好實際可以收集嘅，就譬如
I
有時
don't
我
identify myself with my headache.
咁我要係身體有痛楚啦，耳仔唔舒服、頭痛啦，我唔會認為我就係呢個頭痛。
Like just 2 days ago,
就好似2日
I
前，
have headache.
我頭痛。
And maybe in the past, when I don't practice, I see that myself is my headache.
咁之前冇收集嘅話，我會認為頭痛就係我自己啦。
And I'm overwhelmed by my headache, by my pain.
咁佢完全淹沒俾呢啲頭痛啊、痛楚淹沒咗啦。
And I feel irritated, and I try to, to push away my headache.
咁我會好不安，我好想推走咁樣嘅頭痛、痛楚。
But when I do that, I just make myself more painful, more headache.
但咁樣做只會令自己更加痛、更加頭痛。
And my practice is when I have headache, I don't identify myself with my headache.
咁我嘅修習就係我頭痛，我唔會認為我就係頭痛。
And my practice is I come back to my breathing.
我嘅修習係返嚟我嘅呼吸。
And at that moment, I see that I'm my mindful breathing.
嗰個時候，我確認自己係正面嘅呼吸。
And I put all my attention on my mindful breathing.
我將我嘅注意力放喺我嘅正面嘅呼吸。
And I'm aware my abdomen rising and falling.
我覺知道我嘅丹田嘅起伏。
And I use my mindful breathing to relax my whole body and also my mind.
我用正面呼吸放鬆我嘅身體同埋我嘅心。
And do you believe that, after few minutes of practicing like that, my headache go away?
你相信嗎？幾分鐘修習後，我嘅頭痛離開咗我。
And this is not only one time I realized the benefits of the practice of mindful breathing.
呢個唔係唯一一個時候，我體驗到正念呼吸嘅好處。
Many times when I have pain here and there,
其實好多次，我身體有唔同嘅痛楚嘅時候，我都有咁嘅體驗。
So my practice is I don't identify myself with my painful ear or my painful eyes or my headache or my painful stomach.
咁我嘅修習就係唔將呢啲唔同嘅痛楚認同係我自己。
I just come back to my mindful breathing and use my mindful breathing to heal my pain.
我淨係返自己嘅正念呼吸，讓我嘅正念呼吸療癒我嘅痛楚。
And we should practice when we don't have serious pain.
當我哋唔係好嚴重痛楚嘅時候，就應該咁樣嘅修習。
Because if we are not able to calm our small pain, how can we have peace when we are about to die?
要係我哋連少少嘅痛楚都唔可以自己去療癒嘅時候，我哋點可以想像係臨終嘅時候，讓呢啲咁樣嘅修持幫到自己呢？
Because in the body of a dying person, they are full of pain, and their mind is full of fear and worry.
因為一個臨終者，佢哋嘅身體會有好多嘅痛楚，心裏面有好多嘅不安同埋恐懼。
So I train myself that, when I have a little bit pain, like headache or stomach ache, I practice to maintain my peace and happiness.
所以喺少少嘅病痛，例如頭痛啦、肚痛啦，我就訓練自己去面對、去療癒自己咁嘅痛楚。
So I don't take it as a reason, as an explanation for my emotion.
我唔認為呢個係我情緒嘅理由，我唔去解釋。
Sometimes we are very emotional, we get angry very easily, and people say that, oh, why you get angry so easily? And we say that, oh, because I have headache, because last night I couldn't sleep.
因為有時候我哋有情緒問題嘅時候，啲人就問啦：你點解會咁唔開心嘅？點解會有情緒嘅？我哋就會話：哦，因為琴晚我頭痛，所以我瞓唔到，所以我而家有情緒咯。
So if You know, if just because of the small thing like that and you're so emotional, you get angry, how can you have peace when you are dying?
要係少少嘅痛楚就令到你發脾氣啦、嬲怒啦，咁係我哋面對死亡嘅時候，點樣會有平安好呢？
So when I read this sutra, I see that we have to practice right here and right now in a very small thing first.
所以睇到呢個經文嘅時候，我就認為我哋面對小事嘅時候，小嘅病痛嗰陣時，都應該咁樣去收集。
Okay, now we continue.
我哋繼續。
Now, continue your meditation with the six senses objects. These forms are not me, I'm not caught in these forms. These sounds are not me, I'm not caught in these sounds. These smells are not me, I'm not caught in these smells. These tastes are not me, I'm not caught in these tastes. These contacts with the body are not me, I'm not caught in these contacts with the body. These thoughts are not me, I'm not caught in these thoughts. Now, continue your meditation on the six sense consciousnesses. Sight is not me, I'm not caught in sight. Hearing is not me, I'm not caught in hearing. Consciousness based on the nose is not me, I'm not caught in the consciousness based on the nose. Consciousness based on the tongue is not me, I'm not caught in consciousness based on the tongue. Consciousness based on the body is not me, I'm not caught in consciousness based on the body. Consciousness based on the mind is not me, I'm not caught in consciousness based on the mind. Now continue your meditation on the six elements. The earth element is not me, I'm not caught in the earth element. The water element is not me, I'm not caught in the water element. The fire element is not me, I'm not caught in the fire element. The air element is not me, I'm not caught in the air element. The space element is not me, I'm not caught in the space element. The consciousness element is not me, I'm not caught in the consciousness elements.
隨後長者應如此觀照六塵，色不是我，我不執如這色；聲不是我，我不執如這聲；香不是我，我不執如這香；味不是我，我不執如這味；觸不是我，我不執如這觸；法不是我，我不執如這法。長者接着應如此觀照六色，顏色不是我，我不執如這顏色；耳色不是我，我不執如這耳色；鼻色不是我，我不執如這鼻色；舌色不是我，我不執如這舌色；身色不是我，我不執如這身色；意識不是我，我不執如這意識。長者接着應如此觀照身體中嘅六帶，地帶不是我，我不執如地帶；水帶不是我，我不執如水帶；火帶不是我，我不執如火帶；風帶不是我，我不執如風帶；空帶不是我，我不執如空帶；色帶不是我，我不執如色帶。
Okay, so we see that we are made of many elements like the earth, the water, the fire, the air, space, and consciousness.
咁我哋跟住又要觀照，我哋身體中有六帶啦，有地帶、水帶、火帶、風帶、空帶、色帶。
And if we take the earth, the water, the fire, the air, the space, consciousness out of this body, there is nothing that will not exist.
如果我哋喺身體度抽離咗地、水、火、風、空、色，我哋就唔存在啦。
So we see that in this small body, we contain the earth element, the water element, the fire element, the air element, space element, and consciousness elements.
我哋知道喺呢個小小嘅身體咧，有地、水、火、風、空、色、綠帶。
So, for example, the earth element inside and the earth element outside are inter-are.
我哋身體嘅地大同埋出面嘅地，佢哋係統一嘅。
So we don't wait until we die to see that we come back to the Mother Earth.
我哋唔需要等到死去先至話我哋返到去大地母親。
So in this very moment, we see that in this small body, we contain the Mother Earth.
我哋應該咁樣觀照，喺小小嘅身體裏面都已經有大地母親啦。
We contain the whole cosmos in this small body.
我哋小小嘅身體包含咗整個宇宙。
And when we look at the cloud,
我哋睇到嘅雲咧，
we see that we are the cloud floating in the sky.
我哋睇到自己就係飄喺空中嘅雲。
And it's true, you know, when you breathe out, we breathe out the cloud.
呢個係真嘅，我哋呼氣嘅時候，我哋呼出雲。
And when we breathe in, we also breathe in the cloud.
我哋吸氣，吸入咗雲。
And if we contemplate on the nature of the cloud, we see that the nature of cloud is no birth and no death.
當我哋觀照雲嘅本質，我哋知道雲係不生不滅嘅。
The cloud become rain.
雲會成為雨。
And then it vapor and become a cloud again.
然後雨佢上升，佢就會成為雲。
And we see the cycle of transformation.
我哋睇到呢個循環。
The cloud become rain, become snow, become the river.
呢個雲成為雨，成為河，成為一切啲水，我哋大地
And
嘅
become
水
water, and water vapors and become cloud again.
成為水，水蒸發又成為咗雲。
So we see that we are cloud floating freely in the sky.
我哋睇到，我哋就係個雲喺空中自由飄蕩。
You know, when I contemplating on this practice, I see I'm so free.
當我咁樣觀照嘅時候，我覺得自己好自由自在。
All my irritation or pain, you know, go away.
我所有嘅不安，所有嘅痛楚都消逝啦。
Because I see that I'm not this small body anymore.
因為我知道，我唔單止係呢個小小嘅身體。
I can be, you know, I can be one with the cloud floating freely and happily in the sky.
我可以係呢朵雲，同佢一樣喺空中咁樣喺度自由飄蕩。
And I allow myself to be the cloud.
我容許自己成為一朵雲。
And it's very true because we interact with everything around us.
呢個係真嘅，我哋同所有嘅嘢係統一嘅，相積。
So don't, you know, when we have some irritation, anger, or frustration, don't identify ourselves with only these unwholesome mental formation.
當我哋有不安、焦慮嗰陣時咧， 唔好認為我哋自己就係呢啲不善嘅、負面嘅呢啲情緒。
And overwhelm ourselves with these unwholesome mental formation.
唔好讓呢啲負面嘅、不善嘅身痕嚟淹沒咗自己。
When we practice this sutra, we see that we very easy to let go.
當我哋修習呢個經文嘅時候，我哋發現我哋好容易放下，
Because we are so free.
因為我哋好自由，
We don't get caught in anything.
我哋唔執住任何嘅嘢。
Okay, now we continue.
我哋繼續。
Now continue your meditation on the 5 aggregates. Form is not me. I'm not limited by the form aggregates. Feelings are not me. I'm not limited by the feeling aggregate. Perceptions are not me. I'm not limited by the perception aggregate. Mental formations are not me. I'm not limited by the mental formation aggregate. Consciousness is not me. I'm not limited by the consciousness aggregates.
長者接着應如此觀照五蘊，色蘊不是我，我不被色蘊所限；受蘊不是我，我不被受蘊所限；想蘊不是我，我不被想蘊所限；行蘊不是我，我不被行蘊所限；識蘊不是我，我不被識蘊所限。
Okay, now we listen to one sound of the bell.
我哋聆聽一聲嘅磬聲。
Okay, now we can see the sentence, feelings are not me. I'm not limited by the feeling.
我哋睇到呢一句啦，感覺受蘊不是我，我不被受蘊所限。
So first of all, we understand that feeling is just a feeling.
首先，我哋必須要覺知到感覺正係感覺，
And it is impermanent.
係無常嘅。
So when we, especially when we have unpleasant feeling,
特別係當我哋有唔開心嘅感受嗰陣時，
don't need to worry.
冇太擔心，
Because we know that unpleasant feeling is just a feeling and it is impermanent. It can be changed into pleasant feeling if we know how to practice.
因為我哋知道唔開心嘅感受只係感受，係無常，而且係可以改變。只要我哋識得收集，我哋可以將唔開心嘅感受轉化為正面嘅感受。
So there are 3 kinds of feeling.
有3種唔同嘅感受，
Pleasant feeling,
開心嘅、
unpleasant feeling,
唔開心嘅，
and neutral feeling.
係中間嘅，唔係開心或者唔開心嘅。
So when we have a pleasant feeling,
所以
and we aware of it,
當我哋有開心嘅感受，覺知道佢，
that pleasant feeling will be multiplied.
呢個開心嘅感受就會更加加倍增加。
So, for example, you have very good children.
譬如你啲細路好乖啊，
They are very talented, very intelligent. They have good job, and they know how to take care of themselves and take care of you.
佢哋好叻啦，好聰明，有好好嘅工作，識得照顧自己，又識得孝順你，照顧你。
Maybe when we don't have awareness, we take this for granted, for normal.
要係我哋冇覺知嘅話，認為呢啲係必須嘅，一定如此嘅。
But when we are aware of that, we see that having such good children, it is a great conditions of happiness.
咁我哋要係覺知嘅話，我哋知道有咁乖嘅、咁孝順嘅細路，係我哋幸福嘅非常大嘅泉源。
So with that awareness, you feel happier.
有覺知嘅話，我哋係會更開心、幸福。
And you know, when we practice like that, not only us feel happier, but our awareness also nourish the object of our awareness, like we nourish our children with our appreciation, with our awareness.
當我哋係有覺知、開心嘅話咧，唔單止滋養自己啦，我哋對對方令我哋開心嘅人，例如我哋嘅仔女啦，我哋都會將快樂滋養到佢哋。
Because when we appreciate our children, when we show our when we show them that their presence is your happiness, they feel happy.
當你識得欣賞、讚賞你啲仔女，你會表現出嚟，佢哋存在就係你幸福嘅泉源，咁樣會令仔女開心嘅。
They feel they are treasured, they are appreciated by their parents.
佢哋會知道佢哋嘅父母欣賞佢哋，珍惜佢哋。
So we see clearly that our practice not only brings benefit for ourselves, but also bring the benefits, bring happiness to the object we are practicing.
咁我哋知道我哋嘅修習唔單止自己受益啦，我哋修習嘅對象，佢哋同樣會受惠於我哋嘅修習。
And when we have unpleasant feeling,
當我哋有唔開心嘅感受嗰陣時，
our mindfulness will help us aware, embrace, and take care our unpleasant feelings.
咁我哋嘅正面咧，會擁抱、會轉化我哋唔開心嘅感受。
So I see that today we don't have much time to go deeper in this, and I hope that another time we have a chance to practice how to take care, embrace, and transform our unpleasant feeling.
因為時間限制啦，我哋唔可以深入去解釋、去收集點樣轉化唔開心嘅感受。希望下次我哋有咁嘅機會。
And the third feeling is neutral feeling.
第三咧係中間嘅，即係唔係唔開心或者係開心嘅感受。
And most of our feeling is neutral feeling.
大多數我哋嘅感覺都係呢個中間嗰個位置嘅。
And through my practice, I see that with the mindfulness, we can transform all these neutral feelings into happiness.
咁喺我嘅修習嘅過程之中，我發現咧，我哋一般即係普通嘅感受啦，我哋可以將佢變成開心嘅感受㗎。
So for example, when we still have two strong legs,
譬如我哋知道我哋嘅雙腳仲係強壯嘅，
so having strong legs is a great condition of happiness.
我知道我哋嘅雙腳仲係強壯嘅，其實就係我哋幸福嘅一個泉源。
Only when we have pain in our legs,
只有當我哋腳覺得痛嗰陣時啊，
if we don't have pain in our legs, we don't see that having a strong legs are great conditions of happiness, right? We take it for granted. We see that it's normal, having strong legs, normal.
我哋只係隻腳痛啦，好痛啦，我哋先至知道，哇！有隻腳係強壯健康嘅，咁我會非常幸福。我哋淨係喺腳痛嗰陣時，先至會覺得腳健康強壯唔係必然嘅。
And the same with our eyes, ears, tongues, hands, stomach.
咁同樣嘅，我哋嘅眼、耳、鼻，我哋嘅身體其他嘅部分，手啊，都係同樣。
But with the practice of mindfulness, we can transform all this neutral feeling into happiness, into pleasant feeling.
咁通過正念嘅修習，我哋懂得將呢啲中和中間嘅呢啲感受轉化為開心嘅感受。
And that is the miracle of mindfulness.
呢個係正念嘅奇蹟。
With mindfulness, we don't feel that we lack a pleasant feeling.
有正念嘅修習，我哋唔會缺失嗰啲開心幸福嘅感受。
We see that we have more than conditions of happiness.
我哋會覺察到身邊有好多令我哋幸福嘅元素。
Tell already. Okay, now continue your meditation on the 3 times. The past is not me, I'm not limited by the past. The present is not me, I'm not limited by the present. The future is not me, I'm not limited by the future.
長者接着應如此觀照時間，過去不是我，我不被過去所限；現在不是我，我不被現在所限；將來不是我，我不被將來所限。
So again, here we see that everything is impermanent.
呢度我哋睇到一切都係無常嘅，
Everything is changing.
一切都喺度改變。
And we never step twice into the same river.
我哋唔會再一次進入同樣嘅河流嘅。
And with this practice, it doesn't mean that we cannot think of the past or the future or the present.
呢幾句經文嘅意思唔係話我哋唔去想過去、現在或者未來。
We still able to think of the past, the present, and the future.
我哋仍然可以想到過去、現在或者將來。
Because many people misunderstand the teaching. They think that, we cannot think of the future, how we can make plan for our future.
因為好多人咧誤解咗啊，佢哋會問啦：你哋話唔好去諗啲將來嘅嘢， 咁我點去規劃我嘅未來呢？
And if we don't think of the past, how can we know what we should improve?
要係我哋唔去諗下過去我做嘅嘢，我哋點樣去改善啊？
So we can think of the past in a way that we're not burdened by or attached by what had happened in the past.
呢個教導其實係咁嘅意思，就係我哋諗到過去嘅嘢，我哋唔會執住佢，唔會俾佢所限制。
For example, when we think of the past, we don't like, in the past, my body is beautiful like this, and I have that happiness and I have that joy. But now I'm no longer have beautiful body. I no longer have that happiness, and we suffer. That if we have that, so we are carried away. We are burdened by the past.
呢個經文嘅意思，有啲人呢，佢會諗下我以前好靚嘅，以前我好開心、好幸福嘅，而家我變成咁樣，然後你喺度思想嗰陣時，嗰啲正成為你嘅負擔，你執住於過去啦。
And when we think of the past, we see that in the past, I'm very young, I'm beautiful like that, and I have very good memory, with that person, I have a lot of joy. But these things doesn't, make us regret or suffer.
我哋都會記起過去，會諗起我曾經年輕過，曾經靚過，嗰陣時記憶好好啊。但係我哋諗起嗰陣時咧，唔會俾呢啲嘢咧，讓我哋唔開心或者受苦嘅。
So we just think of it like a condition of happiness that nourish ourselves.
我哋淨係諗到過去嘅嘢咧，佢哋可能有啲開心嘅嘢係成為一個滋養自己嘅元素。
We are not enslaved by nor attached to what had happened in the past.
而唔係執住以前嘅美貌或者以前嘅青春。
And it's the same with the future and present.
同樣嘅，對於現在同埋未來都係咁樣。
And we know that the past, the present, and the future are only our concepts.
我哋都知道過去、現在、未來只不過概念嚟嘅。
So the past, the present, and the future are in this very moment.
過去同埋現在、未來其實都係當下呢個時刻。
So taking good care of this very moment is the best thing we can do for ourselves.
照顧好當下此刻，就係我哋對待自己最好嘅方法。
So now we continue. Friend Anathambinika, everything that arises is due to causes and conditions. Everything that is has the nature not to be born and not to die, not to arrive and not to depart. When eyes arise, they arise, but they do not come from anywhere. When eyes cease to be, they cease to be, but they do not go anywhere. Eyes are neither non-existent before they arise, nor they existent after they arise. Everything that is comes to be because of a combination of causes and conditions. When the causes and conditions are sufficient, eyes are present. When the causes and conditions are not sufficient, eyes are absent. The same is true of ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Form, sound, smell, taste, touch, and thought, sight, hearing, and the consciousness based on the nose, tongue, body, and mind. The 6 elements, the 5 aggregates, and the 3 times.
長者，一切法由因緣而生，由因緣而滅。諸法嘅自性不生亦不滅，不來亦不去。當眼生起時，他們生起沒有來處；當眼壞滅時，他們壞滅沒有去處。眼生起前並非無，眼壞滅前並非有。一切法皆由因緣聚合而成，因緣具足是有，因緣不足是無。耳、鼻、舌、身、意也如此。色聲香味觸法所見所聞所嗅所嘗所觸所意識亦如是，對於六大五蘊時間亦如是。
So we see that this sutra teaches us to see our nature is no birth and no death.
我哋睇到經文教我哋嘅本質係不生不滅。
We don't limit ourselves in this small body.
我哋並非淨係得呢個身體。
So when conditions are sufficient for us to manifest like the body we are now, so we have this body.
當因緣具足，我哋有呢個身體，就有呢個身體。
And when the conditions are not sufficient for us to be like this body, we can be in another form.
要係因緣不具足，我哋唔可以有呢個身體，我哋就會有另一個形式存在。
Because as the sutra shows us that the earth, the sky, the trees, the air, the river, the mountain are ourselves.
經文啟示我哋雲、雨、樹、大地，一切其實都係我哋自己。
And we can be free like a cloud.
我哋可以係好似雲咁樣嘅自由自在。
Or we can be solid like a mountain because we are the mountain.
我哋都可以好似山咁安穩，因為我哋就係山。
So we're not afraid that, where we will go, or we go to the hell or the heaven after we die, we don't need to worry about it.
所以我哋唔擔心我死後係去咗天堂定係地獄啊。
Because in the mind of a dying person, they may worry that, after I die, whether I go to heaven or I go to hell.
好多係將死亡嘅人，佢哋都會好擔心，我到底會去天堂定係地獄。
So they have that fear, they have that worry because they limit themselves in this very small body.
佢哋有咁樣嘅擔心，因為佢哋將自己限制於小小嘅身體裏面。
So if we practice this sutra, we no longer have fear.
當我哋去修習呢個經文，我哋再唔會驚死亡。
Because we see that when conditions are sufficient, we manifest like this.
我哋知道因緣和合嘅時候，我哋就存在有呢個身體。
And when the conditions are not sufficient for us to be like this, we can be a bird flying in the sky.
要係因緣唔具足，我哋就可以係其他嘅形式，譬如係喺空中飛翔嘅鳥。
So, to end our sharing today,
我哋而家嚟結束 今日嘅分享，
I will read a contemplation on no coming, no going.
我會讀老師嘅詩啦，觀照無來無去。
Okay. This body is not me. I'm not limited by this body. I am life without boundaries. I have never been born and I have never died. Look at the ocean and the sky filled with stars, manifestations from my wondrous true mind. Since before time, I have been free. Birth and death are only doors through which we pass. Sacred thresholds on our journey. Birth and death are a game of hide and seek. So laugh with me, hold my hand. Let us say goodbye to meet again soon. We meet today, we will meet again tomorrow. We will meet at the source every moment. We meet each other in all forms of life.
這身體不是我，我不限於這身體。我是無有邊界嘅生命，我從未生亦未死。看着海闊天空，萬千星空，一切皆是真如妙心嘅顯現。無始以嚟，我就自由。生死只係我哋進出之門，我哋旅程中神聖嘅門檻。生與死係一場捉迷藏嘅遊戲，同我一齊笑，握着我嘅手，讓我哋道別，以能在不久後再重遇。我哋今日相遇，明天將再遇。我哋正喺魚頭相遇，在每一刻，我們在萬物中相遇。
So thank you for your listening, and now we will listen to 3 sounds of the bell, and then we will have a short announcement for our activities next week.
感謝大家嘅聆聽，我哋會邀請3聲慶聲結束，跟住會有一個短暫嘅一啲公佈。
Hello. So dear friends, so thank you, Sister Jenny, for giving a Dharma talk this morning. And so this is just an announcement, and it's like an invitation for the coming praying ceremony in our temple.
各位朋友，首先多謝莊嚴法師同我哋開示。咁依家我哋有一個短嘅通告，就係關於我哋有一個為亡者而做嘅一個儀式。
So as many of us have known and has been very aware of the current situation of our whole planet.
我哋大家應該覺察到依家喺成個世界所發生緊嘅事。
And the whole planet has been undergoing great suffering. So many people suffer. So many people passed away because of COVID-19, as well as the current war happening in Ukraine.
我哋應該知道喺世界上面，依家有好多人喺度受苦緊，因為係新冠狀肺炎同埋喺俄羅斯烏克蘭嘅戰爭。
And the monastic Sangha of Plum Village has been in Hong Kong, has been contemplating on that for the past few weeks.
我哋香港梅村嘅僧團呢，喺過去嘅幾個禮拜都喺度觀照呢一件事。
And we see the need to organize, to conduct a ceremony, to pray for the disease, for those who have passed away of COVID-19 or because of the war.
我哋覺得有咁嘅需要，我哋去舉行一個儀式，去俾因為冠狀肺炎或者係戰爭中往生嘅朋友。
And this ceremony is not just for those who passed away, but also for those of us who are still alive, breathing every day.
而呢一個儀式咧，唔單止淨係為亡者，亦都係為我哋仍然生存嘅朋友而設嘅。
And this ceremony is like a gathering of togetherness. We will gather together to practice online and collectively, so that we can send this collective energy of peace and healing to those who have passed away, as well as to those who are alive.
咁呢個儀式咧，我哋希望集中大家一齊啦，有集體嘅能量，我哋將和平同埋療愈嘅能量咧 send 俾亡者或者係仍然在生嘅朋友。
So on behalf of the monastic community in Hong Kong, Plum Village, Hong Kong, we would like to invite everyone to join us online from your home, to join in the ceremony online.
我哋代表香港梅村嘅僧團，誠意邀請大家喺屋企可以參加我哋網上嘅呢一個儀式。
So we may like to suggest you can join us online. You can set up a table or just a corner, like the little altar in your home.
我哋可以提議大家，如果喺屋企咧，揾一個細細嘅地方，有一個角落，我哋可以設一個類似祭壇嘅台。
Where you can put the photo, the portrait of your beloved one who has passed away.
我哋可以將你以過身嘅一啲朋友或者係家人嘅相擺喺度。
The little vase of flower.
或者一盆細細嘅花。
And the candle.
蠟燭。
And we also invite you to take this opportunity to write love letters to your beloved ones, to those who have passed away.
我哋亦都邀請大家可以寫一封愛嘅信俾已往生嘅朋友或者係親人。
And as you will be watching online from home, and you are invited to also read that letter after the ceremony at your home, and then you can burn it if you wish to.
因為我哋會喺網上去參與呢一個儀式，咁我哋亦都係提議大家咧，喺儀式完咗之後，我哋各自喺屋企讀出呢一封愛嘅信啦，然之後如果你想嘅話，我哋就可以燒咗佢。
As we have learned it, the most important thing is to keep the peace and the mindfulness in each of us.
我哋知道最重要嘅咧，就係喺我哋心中係要有平和同埋正念。我哋會喺網上去參與呢一個儀式，咁我哋亦都係提議大家咧，喺儀式完咗之後，我哋各自喺屋企。
So we have some problem with the technical things.
我哋技術上可能有少少問題，請大家耐心等一陣。
So the ceremony in the temple will be live streamed on our YouTube channel AIAB.
呢個儀式咧係會透過我哋 AIAB YouTube 呢一個頻道係發放出嚟嘅。
So you are invited to share this information with your friends and their friends also, so that more people know about this ceremony.
我哋請大家係將呢一個消息傳播開去，希望可以多啲朋友係知道呢一個活動。
So the ceremony will happen in 2 weeks' time on Sunday, April 24th.
呢個活動咧係2個禮拜之後會舉行嘅，係4月24號星期日。
And we'll put more information as well as materials online on our website, maybe end of next week.
我哋喺我哋嘅網站咧，亦都會有更加嘅資訊啦，或者係資料。咁請大家嘗試入去我哋嘅網站，或者係到下個禮拜尾咧，資料就可以準備好。
Thank you very much for joining us today for their mindfulness. And sorry, I want to make an announcement about the time as well. So the timing is from 10 to 12 as usual.
好多謝大家參與今日嘅正念禪修日啦。我亦都想提一提活動嘅時間嘅。活動嘅時間係由10點至到12點早上。
Thank you very much and have a nice day.
多謝大家，請享受餘下嘅呢一天。